New units, new soundtrack, new update, and some personal notes. Welcome to MarkJFoxCnC. The RTS game Dorf showed up some new big units in a new video on YouTube. The units are shown in multiple in-game actions. Also, one feature of the game is shown, the multi-turret, which allows units to attack multiple opponent units at the same time. Dorf is using a heavily modified OpenRA engine and has the mission to emulate the feel of classic 90s and early 2000 2D RTS games and will be feature-based construction and resource harvesting. There's currently no release date for the game, but make sure to subscribe to my channel, then you will not miss it. Links to the new unit showcase video and the website to the game are in the description below. If you want to support this project, please check out the Patreon page. 3D Realms released the second track of the upcoming game Tempest Rising. The track, created by Hexencraft, is named Strike and Retreat and has a different style to the first released track in September. The first track was inspired by Hell March, just my personal opinion, and Strike and Retreat has some Tiberian Sun vibes, and I can't wait to play the games and hear the soundtrack. But sadly, 3D Realms haven't announced a fixed release date yet. Also, it's currently unknown if 3D Realms is releasing the soundtrack of the game on Spotify or other streaming services. The general styled game Commanding Nations, which started the early access as October the 1st, got since the early access start several updates and improvements. The developers from 7 Volts Games had added stuff like Fog of War or capturable oil pump jacks, which gives the player a constant income. The team is also working hard on a crushing feature where the tanks can drive through walls or over other vehicles. All the new construction animations for the buildings on both available factions are also currently under heavy development. The last second before recording the video, the developers also posted a preview screen on the Discord from some buildings from the third faction called Raven. And if this is not enough, 7 Volt Games is focusing on single player missions next year. That sounds like a good way, and I wish the team the best for it. And if you want to test the game before you purchase it, the devs also released a playtest on Steam, which should give you a good look into the game. The only difference is that the playtest version isn't on the same level as the early access version, but it will give you a good overview over the game. Link to the Commanding Nations website and to the Steam page is in the description below. You will also find my review of the initial early access version there. After the CNC community page has to remove the ranking pages for the Remastered collection after several database errors, the Red Alert player Slasher expanded his own Red Alert ranking site for the Baron Dawn and make it public accessible. The players are able to see their win rate in total, which players they played, how many points they lost or won, how they perform on each map, and how they perform against specific opponents. As a special feature, the website also shows the previous used player names. The page isn't 100% finished yet, but the basic features are already available and usable. The link is in the description below, Commander. Last but not least, I will say thank you to all my viewers here on my channels. I threw long about how to start my YouTube channel, and I decided with the announcement of Tempest Rising to create and start it. And my mission was and still is to create a bundled source for anything RTS related stuff and games, and I will improve to reach this goal. I have already planned some cool stuff like interviews with RTS related persons and more game reviews. 2023 will become a very nice year for RTS fans like me and you. I thank you so much for spending your lifetime watching my content. It helps me very much to improve myself, which will create a better outcome for you. I will also create a more or less fixed timetable for my Twitch streams with topics and games which makes it easier for you to be a part of it. I'm also looking for a day in the winter holidays for a 24-hour stream on my Twitch channel, and this Twitch stream will become my post-birthday party on Twitch. And hopefully I can move my equipment to my new streaming room in January, so I can use a nicer place, a nicer place than my cellar, to create content for you and with you. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a good time with your family and friends. Battle, ho ho ho, field control offline.